All right, question 19.57 says, starting with cyclopentanone, which I have shown here, and using any other reagents of your choosing, identify how you would prepare each of the following compounds. So I have cyclopentanone, and I want to make 1-methylcyclopentene. So there's a change to this carbon skeleton. I'm adding 1 carbon. So I'm going to add that using a methyl Grignard reagent. So I'm going to use methyl magnesium bromide in the first step, and then of course in the second step. As always with the Grignard, you need water, and that would give me this tertiary alcohol. So this gives me 1-methylcyclopentanol, and then I can go directly from here to the Zaitsev alkene, right? This is the most substituted alkene, by treating this with sulfuric acid and heating it up. So I can just say sulfuric acid and heat, and that's going to produce the thermodynamic alkene, which again is the Zaitsev product. In 19.57, I want to go from cyclopentanone to methylene cyclopentane, is the name of this molecule here. So I just want to add a CH2 group up here. So for that, I'm going to use a Grignard. So what is my Grignard going to look like? It's going to have CH2, then a double bond to phosphorus, which will have 3 phenyl groups attached to it. And there you go. It's just a Wittig reaction in order to make this new compound. All right, the next one, I want to have a carbon that has a hydroxyl and a carboxyl group attached to it. And I know that in terms of retrosynthesis, I would have to make that from a cyanohydrin, wouldn't I? I'd have to have a hydroxyl and a cyano group, and that I can just convert to the carboxyl group with acid. So how do I make the cyanohydrin? Well, in order to make that, I'm going to treat my cyclopentanone with potassium cyanide and hydrogen cyanide. And again, you could choose HCl. That works too. And that will give you your cyanohydrin. Okay, so now that we have the cyanohydrin, we can convert that directly to the carboxyl group just by treating this with acid and heating it up. Okay, and then the last one, 19.57D, I want to go from cyclopentanone to a cyclic ester. We call that a lactone. And the only way that we know how to do that is to treat it with a peroxy acid. And this is the Baeyer-Villiger reaction. So the Baeyer-Villiger reaction, which is an important reaction in chapter 19.